All right. So, what is the SBRC and how can it help your small business? So, the SBRC is the Small Business Resource Center. It is brought to you by the Jefferson Franklin Community Action Corporation, and we are funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration. The Small Business Resource Center is a nonprofit organization brought to you by the JFCAC. We are funded by the US SBA, and it is through the Community Navigator Pilot Program. We provide no cost consulting to entrepreneurs and small businesses in Jefferson, Franklin, Washington, St. Francis, and St. Genevieve counties in Missouri. We also connect these clients with resources or spokes to assist them free of charge with other services such as accounting, legal, marketing, and funding through loan application assistance. As a disclaimer, I want to let you know the purpose of this presentation is to provide general information only. It is not intended to be a comprehensive summary of any ordinances, regulations, or laws. The information presented does not constitute legal advice. One should always contact their attorney, CPA, or any other authoritative agency with any questions or concerns. So, what we're going to hit on today, we'll go over our funding, the registration process of what a client goes through when registering for services with us, our hub and spoke model, our partners and spokes, our no cost services, and what the SBRC does not cover for our clients. First and foremost, the SBRC is not a funding source. We were one in 51 agencies who were awarded a grant by the U.S. Small Business Administration. This grant provides the funding for the SBRC to operate, and it allows the SBRC to pay for the services received by our clients from our partners and spokes. So again, we are not a funding source. Even though we received a grant, that grant helps us operate and helps you. We do not give out grants, we do not give out loans. So, the Community Navigator Pilot Program. You can learn more about the CNPP program on the SBA site. Brittany's sharing that in the chat if you'd like to use that link and visit the site. As an overview of the program, through the Community Navigator Pilot Program, the SBA is engaging with states, local governments, SBA resource partners, and other organizations in targeted outreach for small businesses in underserved communities. The program offers funding to nonprofits like JFCAC, state and local governments, universities, and tribal entities to partner with the SBA at the center of a hub and spoke network. And we'll get into what that looks like. These hubs then support spoke organizations, which are trusted, culturally knowledgeable local groups and individuals who will connect to specific sectors of the entrepreneurial community to provide assistance during economic recovery, including financial assistance and access to capital, contracting and procurement, marketing, operations, business development and exporting, and industry-specific training. For, for additional information, when you visit this site that Brittany shared the link for, you can also see the information notice for the use of the community navigators to provide technical assistance, as well as some frequently asked questions about the program. So, what does it look like whenever you register for our services? In order to receive assistance from us, the SBRC, you must first register with us. You can register by visiting our webpage on the JFCAC site, which Brittany's sharing the link for you there. It's at jfcac.org/SBRC. You'll enter your information. Oh, and sorry, you'll go to the button that says sign up. There's two buttons that says sign up or request more information. You'll do the sign up button. You'll enter in some information about yourself and your business. Now, please understand, we do not ask for any type of personal information. We're not going to ask your date of birth. We're not going to ask for your social security number or anything like that. We're just trying to get information about you and your business so we can evaluate you and get you the help you need. A business coach will then, after registering, reach out to you to introduce themselves and do the initial consult with you to evaluate what your needs are for your business. Then your business coach will advise you what spokes, which are our marketing, accounting, legal, and funding resource partners, basically, they're referring you to. They will also provide your information to the spoke so that the spoke can reach out to you to schedule your assistance. So you'll register, there'll be a consultation, and then you'll receive assistance. So here's our hub and spoke model, as I was saying. The SBRC is the center. It's like a wheel, like a turning wheel. So the SBRC is the center at the hub. And from there, we branch out to our spokes. We have our marketing spoke, our legal spoke, our funding organizations, and our accounting spoke. So, first and foremost, our marketing. Our marketing spoke assists SBRC clients with the development and creation of logo and branding, website and social media pages, and business cards, signage, merchandise, etc. Now, you need to understand though, the SBRC does not cover the costs of tangible items. So we don't pay for advertising campaigns or billboards to be made. We don't pay for the continual cost of running the website or social media management. And we don't, again, pay for physical materials like business cards, signs, merchandise. So while we do pay for you to have a consult with our marketing spoke so that you can sit down and work out a design that looks good for you or create your logo or, create your business cards and what they look like so they have a good flow and they're eye-catching, but we're not going to pay for your business cards themselves. You would have to pay for your business cards. So we create basically the picture of them, but you have to get the cards yourself. You pay for that yourself. Whenever it comes to legal, our legal spoke assists the SBRC clients with various legal services such as contracts review, business formations, commercial transactions, and other legal services as needed. So they'll take a look at a lease. Say you're wanting to lease a business for your store and you're not sure if you should sign it or you're not sure if there's a loophole or anything like that. You can come to us with your lease and then we'll go ahead and refer you out to our attorney so that they can take a look at it, make sure that everything's on the up and up for you. All right, so funding. Again, we are not a funding source, but we do assist clients in applying for funding in multiple ways. One of the big things about applying for funding, so if you apply for a loan or some grants, you need to have a business plan. Whether you are just starting up or you've been in business for 20 years, lenders want to see a business plan now. They want to see that you're properly preparing to be able to pay for things, that you've got a good business plan, and that you're not just going to be on the highway selling carnations and you need a $50,000 loan for that. So they want to make sure that you've got a good business plan in place. Or if you have been in business for years, they want to see your financials, your past financials, to make sure that you've been making sound business decisions, you've had good sales, you've had constant work, you didn't close down, things like that. So they just want to make sure that you are a good prospect for them to lend money to. We can assist you with applying for grants and loans. So if you come across a grant that you think may apply for you or you're not sure, you can go ahead and shoot us an email and say, hey, I found this grant. Would you mind maybe looking it over, see if that's something I can apply for and I'm eligible for? And then if it is, we can help you in getting everything together and applying for that grant. Or we can just go ahead and refer you out to our various contacts at banks and other financial institutions, and they can provide you with more in-depth consultations. Whoop. All right, so our accounting spoke assists our clients with many accounting services, such as tax review, budgeting, bookkeeping, payroll review, bookkeeping software setup and transition, and separating personal and business funds. That's a big one that we get a lot, and you have to make sure that your personal and business funds are kept separate. If you apply for a business loan, you cannot pay personal debts with that business loan funds. So please keep that in mind. All right, so our partners and spokes. While our spokes do a great job of assisting our clients, there are times we need to reach out to other organizations to assist our clients with other services. As an example, if a client needs IT services, we do not have a spoke which provides those services. Our resource specialist, which is me, will research and reach out to area companies to partner with the SBRC for the needed assistance for that client. Our spokes are contracted with the SBRC to provide services to our clients and in return provide reporting back to the SBRC on how they helped that client. Our partners agree to help us with specific projects and clients on an as needed basis. So let's talk about our no cost services. Our business coaches, Brittany and Michael, provide no cost consulting to clients, advising them on how to file their business with the state of Missouri, how to create a business plan, and grant assistance. When our business coaches refer a client to a spoke, again, that's our accountant, attorney, and our marketing professionals, or partner, they communicate the needs, the business coach communicates the needs of the client and what services we will cover. So if you come to us again and you say, I have this building that I'm looking at, I have this lease, I want to get it reviewed. Whenever we refer you to our attorney, we send that referral to the attorney and we say, Brittany with XYZ company is looking at leasing this building. They need you to review their lease. So that way the attorney knows exactly what services we are covering and the client is in need of. If you get there and they review the lease and then you start talking about other services, we have to okay them providing those services to you because we have to make sure that we can cover those services. Um, this prevents any miscommunications or services being provided to the client that we are not able to pay for. So again, we clearly communicate with our spokes what services the client's in need of, why we are referring them, and what we are covering. Anything after that can fall on the client responsibility to pay for. So what don't we cover? The SBRC provide the services provided to clients when there has been no referral made cannot be covered to the SBR cannot be covered by the SBRC. Excuse me. I got my tongue tied a little bit there. So when I say that, I mean when you register with us and we speak with you and we just talk about different things. And if you immediately contact the attorney, but there's been no referral made because we haven't had that conversation, and say, "Yeah, I'm a client of the SBRC. They're going to cover everything." But if we didn't make that referral, or you actually don't register with us, we can't pay for those services. So a referral has to be made by us, and for that to happen, you have to register with us. Again, we don't cover tangible materials. We cannot cover for you to have 100 shirts with your logo made on them, printed on them. We cannot cover your business cards to be printed. That is not anything that we can cover. The SBRC cannot assist any client wishing to have a business dealing with any marijuana type merchandise or paraphernalia. While marijuana is now legal in Missouri, it is still illegal federally, so the SBA funds cannot be utilized in that way for that business. And there are some other business entities that apply, but that is the big one. Like I said, now that it is legal in Missouri and there are dispensaries coming up and there are farms where people are growing them. While yes, they are a business, it is still illegal federally. So the SBA being a federal entity does not fund any kind of projects like that. All right, so this is a big one. We are not a one and done deal. As a client of the SBRC, you can get assistance from all of our spokes, not just one. And to add to that, once you receive assistance from the SBRC and our spokes, you can return to get more assistance. So say you register with us and you're wanting to start up your business. Great. Let's set you up with a referral to our accountant and our attorney so that you can get everything set up to get rolling. Okay, no problem at all. Well, a couple months down the road, while staying in contact with us, you come back and say, "Hey, I've got everything going. I'm getting ready to open my store. I need the attorney to review this contract that I just got with a vendor." Okay, no problem. We'll make that referral with you. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, there's some kind of catch. This sounds too good to be true. It's not free." Truly, it's a pretty sweet deal. But the only catch there is with this whole entire thing is that you have to stay in contact with us. You must remain active and in communication with our business coaches to maintain your eligibility for the SBRC to pay for your services received from our spokes. That is a big one. You have to stay in contact with us because with our grant, the award that we got to be able to provide these services, we have to report data back to the SBA to show that we are using these funds to help small businesses. So, if we are sending you a referral to the accountant and you're using the accountant continually, just say on a monthly basis, but you are not reaching back out to our business coaches when they reach out to you, or you're not emailing or calling them back, we have to mark you as inactive. And we also let the spoke know, which in this case would be like the accountant. We let the accountant know that you are now inactive and we won't cover anything else. We have to stay in contact. We have to get that data back to the SBA so that we can continue to provide these services. This is all of that data goes in there and they say, okay, JFCAC, SBRC, yeah, they're really helping people. They need some more funds so they can continue to do this. Or if we don't have anything to report back to them, the SBA can go, hey, they're not really helping anybody. They don't get any more funds. And then the SBRC has to be closed. So I know that sounds kind of harsh, but it is the truth. So the big thing is you have to keep reporting, you have to keep touching base with us. If you start your business and you hire two people, that those are jobs created. So the SBA wants to know about that. We have goals that we have to meet, we have to report this data. So that is the only catch for our whole entire program. You don't get billed for it later. There's no catch other than you have to stay in contact with our business coaches when they reach out to you. That's the only thing. So, a success story. So, Brooke Reed, she is the creator and founder of Picture Perfect Potty Company. And Brittany just shared the link to her website. Um, so, here is her testimonial about us. Starting a small business from scratch with nothing more than an idea and a little personal savings has been far more complex than I initially anticipated. While my professional background as an ER nurse had given me excellent people skills and time management, I had no knowledge of business management, much less how to launch a startup. I painstakingly self educated my way through formulating a business plan, establishing the LLC, and ordering my first trailer. I only wish I had discovered the services offered by the SBRC sooner, as I now know they offer these services well. Mrs. Shannon, the director, has been fantastic to work with. She has even referred me to the various spokes of the program in the areas I needed help. Thanks to the services provided by the SBRC, I am able to launch my new small business feeling confident that my logo, brand presentation, website, and marketing materials come across as classy and professional, precisely the image I want for my company. Details such as having the appropriate legal contracts in place, proper professional tax advising, and a simple professional logo can become quite costly, yet without them, success is far less likely. I feel that the services provided by the SBRC are the very services that are most necessary for a small business to achieve success. So, she was one of our first registrations and she was wonderful. We still can stay in contact with her and she needed a loan. She needed all of the things that she put into this testimonial. We didn't guide her in any way. We just asked her, "Hey, can you give us, a testimonial so we can use for a success story?" And this is what she wrote. This is what she gave to us. And go ahead and please visit her website. It is a beautifully done website. She's doing great in this business. What this is she has an enclosed trailer that she can pull behind a vehicle, and in that trailer has restrooms, nice restrooms. You walk in, you close the door, you've got room to move around. There is an actual toilet in there. There is a vanity with a sink and a mirror, and it's just very nice. And they're decorated nicely. So, if you have an event that you don't want a fiberglass porta potty at, here are these picture perfect potties. So they're a nice thing to add to your. I'm sorry, hold on just a moment. I apologize for that. My dog thought that she wanted to go ahead and bark at a bird. Um, Sorry about that. Uh, so I'm terribly sorry, everyone. All right. So these are just one of the many success stories that we were able to get. We have many companies that we've helped, and we've helped on all levels. We can help with something just as little as filing everything with the state of Missouri, or we can help in depth just like this with various spokes that are helping. All right. So we get a lot of frequently asked questions. So we'll go over a few of them. So, first and foremost, can a nonprofit receive assistance from the SBRC? The short answer is no. Unfortunately, like all government funding, they have strict guidelines and rules that dictate what the funding is and is not allowed to be used for. Since this funding is intended for the assistance of small business recovery, growth, and startup in lieu of the COVID pandemic, it is strictly focused on the for profit businesses. There is one type of nonprofit that may be eligible, and that would be ones whose mission is to assist small businesses through their services. If you have a nonprofit that provides services to other for profit businesses and feel you may meet these terms, feel free to inquire further so we can evaluate the details and figure out if you will qualify. Another one, what steps do I first need to take once I have my business idea? Once you have your business idea, we can help you in setting up your business license and EIN for tax purposes. Then we can help you complete your business plan. This is normally, again, a requirement to seek business loans, but always a good idea to have a business plan when you're starting out. Then, while doing your business plan, the accountant can begin to assist you in setting up taxes and educating on tax reporting. Marketing can also assist in designing your brand and logo. This is something that can really set you up for success. If you have a brand or logo, which we have a training on coming up at 3 p.m. this afternoon, just to let you guys know, you want something that clearly conveys what your business is about, what you do, and who you are. Seek funding with a loan specialist if needed, and continue remaining in contact with your business coach to discuss all your business accomplishments. Can I get funding without using my personal credit score? Typically, your credit score will be a part of the consideration since they use this to assist them in determining the risk factors of lending to the business, and the person who owns the business's known habits are still the best way for the underwriter to determine the level of risk involved. This is something that is considered typically along with excuse me, with a business plan that helps paint the picture of the business potential to succeed based on the overall and statistical details within it. There may be some funding available that would not use credit scores. However, these forms of funding are usually for significantly smaller amounts and may require earnest money upfront or collateral of business and or personal equity. Can you provide my business with employees? This is a really big one. This is one that we get all the time. You know, I don't need a lot of help, but I need to hire some people. Can you help me with that? We can assist with pointing you towards good sources to find potential employees, as well as help with mentoring services that could help you learn the best practices and approaches to finding employees. However, we do not keep any type of employee base or list of anyone looking for work. We also cannot make any recommendations of employees or referrals of any specific person to hire. We do realize in today's times this is a very tough area for almost every business, and hope we will be able to provide you that little extra assistance that may allow you to help manage this battle and be in a better position as a business to retain good employees through all our other forms of assistance that we do offer. All right, and why do I have to report details about any loans I apply for? So this goes back to when I was saying please stay in contact. We have to report that data. The SBRC requests specific information about any loans you seek. This is loan types and amounts, dates of when you applied, and when you were approved or denied. Strictly for our own reporting purposes, only to show that the small businesses we serve are making steps to grow and become more successful. The additional employees, when you have any sales growth, etc. All right, and last but not least, what do I do if I have multiple businesses and need help for one that I have not registered? We can assist multiple businesses. However, each business that you are seeking assistance for will have to be registered separately. So if you have 3 businesses, you do have to make 3 registrations under each business name. All right, and do we have any questions? Please feel free to unmute yourself or put those in the chat. Right, we got another quiet group. All right, well, please feel free if you have any questions, visit our website again, jfcac.org/SBRC. Brittany did share that for you. And training's coming soon. As I mentioned today, we have another training, another webinar at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, since we are here in Missouri, and that is about the Facebook and branding for your small business. If you have anything that you're in search of or trainings that you need, please let us know. We're happy to research those and develop those. And we have had previous trainings, and you can see those previous trainings are on our official YouTube channel. And our channel name on there is at JFCAC_SBRC. Brittany has shared that in the chat as well. We have cybersecurity, disaster preparedness, business loans. So we've got a couple different ones on there that you are more than welcome to visit and view. And with that, I will say thank you so much for being here with us today and registering and attending. This, the webinars and training themselves go into the data that we report back to the SBA. So we greatly appreciate you, and we hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.